What's happening, guys? This is Sean with SRS. I'm shooting from my backyard. Don't have my boat. But today I'm going to be talking about flipping sticks, or particularly the reels on flipping sticks. Now, I've been talking about the bearings and my difference of opinion with bearings. These are two reels that I definitely recommend putting the best bearings you can. This one is actually the one that I took from Boca bearings and took out of my cranking stick and put into a flipping stick. So I've got an Quantum Accurus or Curus, whatever it's called. This one actually has Boca ceramic hybrids in it. They were the expensive ones I had. And this is a code, and it's got Mike's ABEX 7s, stainless steels in it. Both are super tuned, and what I'm going to be talking about today is I guess the combination of super tuning and putting an upgraded bearing into the reels. So the first one I'm going to be throwing is an ugly otter creature bait, 2/0 hook, no weight. The second one is the code. It's got a 1/16 tungsten weight, still very light, and an ugly otter too. And I'm just going to be showing how you can flip. You've got two. You can see one little yellow container. That one's at 19 feet from where I'm standing, or actually 20 feet, and the other one's at 32 feet. And then if you can see that chair up there, the chair is at 50 feet. So I'm going to be making reference to that. But the first one is the weightless ugly otter. And it's going to take me a second to get my bearings going. But what I'm trying to show is, probably not in the camera. What I'm trying to show is how easy it is to flip a totally weightless creature bait. Whether it's a creature bait, a shaky head worm, if you wacky rig, you can wacky rig with it too. But you can see I'm easily flipping it out to 19 feet. Not Danny Brower or Tommy Biffle, so I don't get it in all the time, but I get it close enough in. But it doesn't matter whether what I do is, some people like to pitch cast, which I don't like to do, but you still get a good swing that way. Or if you swivel cast, which is my favorite, you get it going. Or if you just pendulum cast, which is the hardest to me because you don't really get good momentum as you're pulling it out of the water. But so that's 19 feet. See if I can get it out to 32. Hopefully you can see it. It's landed out past. And again, this is a weightless. Doesn't matter whether you flip it, or not flip it, but what I call pendulum pitch, or whether you do the swivel, it still gets out to 32. Now, I will admit that when I'm free weighting a bait like this, like a creature bait, I much rather prefer to to do a pitch. It's an easier presentation, and usually when I'm pitching something like this, it's close. It's more like, I don't know, 15 feet, but it's easier for me to do that. But I'm trying to show you that you can still, weightless, you can still throw a weightless bait. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is that chair, which is out at 50 feet. You can take your weightless creature bait, and if you've got to see a splash out at, a distance, by resetting your reel, you can still pitch out. Now, that was probably about 45 feet. Loosen it up a little bit. But you can still throw your creature bait out almost, and it's weightless. almost at 50 feet. There we go. So, you know, and imagine what you could do that with, because the other thing, what I plan on doing is, I have two reels. One is a weightless one, and the other one is, like I said, is the 16th one. But what I like to do is throw one with the weighted and one with the weightless creature bait. But I plan on getting another reel so that I can actually rig a shaky head. Never said that on backlash. So I can rig a shaky head and also be able to throw a wacky wig on that particular rod too. But change back, reset your tension knob, and you're back to flipping. You know, like I said, it doesn't matter whether you swivel pitch, pendulum pitch. It's a way smoother flip pitch, whatever you want to call it, than with the standard reel. And this is the one time, this one has the ceramic hybrids, because one thing I'm talking about with the ceramic hybrids is that ceramics definitely allow the creature bait, or a 1/4 ounce to nothing, which is what this is, bait to throw further, because the bearings spin faster, point blank. Now, how much faster they actually spin over some ABEC 3s or regular bearings, I don't know. But when I've been throwing them, they work better on my 1/4 ounce cranks. When I put them up on this weightless creature bait, it was like, to me, it was a night and day difference. As far as the smoothness and the ease of the cast, I could not do this with standard bearings and without a super tuned reel. So I've been throwing that one. The other one, which you really don't need to see because it's not that much of a difference, it would be more of a feeling difference. But this is Mike's bearings, his ABEC 7s. And you know, of course, if I can throw a weightless one, it should be obvious that I can throw a 30-second weight. But like I said, not Tommy Biffle, but I love to flip. And really just trying to show you guys that with the super tuned reel and the bearing upgrade, you know, it really makes a difference. I know most people probably throw with a 1/4 ounce to 3/8 ounce, whatever. But